What's up, YouTube? Just a quick video here because we have got a mystery on our hands, okay? I go to bed and I think I'm pretty 100% I'm farming here in yeah, right here in Snake Labyrinth somewhere. And I'm getting pretty good, like 4.4 million experience per hour, and I go to bed. And you know, when I wake up, the first thing I thought was, why is this full screen? I don't play with full screen because I have, you know, 3 accounts, and so I have them all spread out. And I just thought that was really weird. And then I see that I'm not farming anymore. I'm back in the city on power save mode. And that's weird. And I look, and I've got 8,000 negative PK status. Now, I have not had PK status for months, like 3 months, and I'm very proud of that fact. I don't kill innocent randos, you know, like what's there to gain for me in that, other than, you know, proving to the world that I have a small penis? No, I would never do something like that. But when I have, you know, this in chat, like, I was saved. Like, look at this, killed all this. And I've mentioned this to my clan before. If they ever see me just taking the PK, look, why am I in Snake Pit? Why am I in Snake Pit? I was not in Snake Pit when I went to bed. Luckily, my ally noticed this and killed me before it got way out of control. You know, and my ally took a risk of getting punished for killing an alt. But of course, they understood what happened, and I thanked him when I woke up a few hours later. But how did this happen? I am not that careless. I didn't pop an Ambien. You know, I take care of my shits, okay? So this should not theoretically happen. And I'm not proud of this fact, but my first thought went to, it had to be my 7-year-old. It had to be him. This little shit snuck out of bed while I was sleeping, grinding AFK, and decided they wanted to play Samir 4. But then I got to thinking, my 7-year-old's way better than that. I mean, I don't think past the sneaking up to play video games part, but I mean, my son knows what a PK area is, and if they wanted to kill people and switch it to carnal, they would have done so, but they wouldn't have gotten a PK penalty, because then that would prove that they were guilty. Like, that's evidence. They wouldn't leave. They're smart enough to not leave behind any evidence. What I'm saying is, if my 7-year-old snuck out of bed to play my video game in the middle of the night, I would be none the wiser. Okay, this is just reckless. This is very unprofessional, very amateur shit. So my next suspect was the cat. Okay, I have a small cat. She's very agile. She's like a ninja. She can get up onto high ledges and climb onto things, but she don't. And then I have a very fat cat who cannot do any of those things, but still tries to every single day. And normally my cat will not walk on my computer desk, though, unless I'm sitting there, because the only time he does that is when he wants me to feed his fat ass. And I got to thinking, maybe they stepped on the F11 key and it full screened it. They hit number 3 and it activated my teleport scroll. But then why would they push the hostile key, the slash key, 3 times? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. That they would just be like kneading their paws into my keyboard 3 times until they push that key, because I was in peaceful and I would have had to go to lawful, hostile, and carnal. And so I wouldn't call this like a tight alibi, but I just think that if it was my kid, I wouldn't know. If it was my cat, it wouldn't have been I don't know how a cat would have fucked this up, okay? Then I remembered one detail from the events from last night. When I fell asleep, I was watching Rick and Morty season 2. But when I woke up, there was no Rick and Morty season 2. The Streamio player wasn't even open on my computer. And I thought, wait a minute. Everybody in this house loves Rick and Morty. Except for one person. That being my wife. She also hates the fact that I like to fall asleep with the TV on or something playing. And I guess she thinks she's doing her part of saving the rainforest or the world from global warming by allowing my computer to continue to run, but closing the video player. You know, because if it was too loud, it's much easier to turn down the speakers to the computer than to slam away at my keyboard like a monkey in order to close the video program while switching me into hostile, while getting me an 8,000 negative PK status. Like there's no way somebody could have intentionally screwed up this bad. Which is why, like, it could only be the cat or the wife. So, the cat, when he got up, he was hungry. I had to feed him. Like, he woke me up, sitting on my chest, meowing into my face. You know, so I fed him, and he didn't look guilty. You know, he didn't look like he knew he'd done something wrong. And the wife's still asleep, so I haven't had time to interrogate her yet. I feel like around 8 a.m. might be a good time because she's still going to be a little groggy and probably be easier to catch her in a lie if she's trying to cover her tracks, you know? But I definitely, you know, spoke with my lawyer, and while they didn't say this was actual grounds for a divorce, they did say I'm welcome to get a second opinion. So there's always that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I solved the mystery? Do you guys think it was my wife who bent me over and fucked me in the ass? Or do you think it was just a glitch, a bug? Was it the 7-year-old sneaking downstairs to play the game? Now keep in mind, he hates this game. He makes fun of me for playing this game because he thinks I should only play Roblox, okay? So that's another reason why it struck me as odd. The cat did not have food, so the cat had a motive, but I wasn't sitting at the computer desk, so it's not like it thinks my computer chair is gonna feed it or something like that. And then that just leaves the wife. I mean, it could have been my daughter, I suppose, but she has no interest in, like, she plays video games, and I just don't see her being the culprit. And I checked the door. There's no signs of a struggle, like there's no signs of breaking or forced entry. I don't know of anyone else except for the neighbor who has a key. I looked in their windows and they seemed to all be sleeping, but I suppose they could have heard when I woke up and they could just be pretending to be asleep. We'll probably continue this investigation tomorrow in a few hours, and I'll get back with you and let you guys know who the guilty party was. And maybe you all could help me, you know, derive some sort of fitting, justifiable punishment for this culprit. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day.